How do you deal with intense emotions after childhood trauma? I cannot say the word, otherwise YouTube will block me. How do you navigate these intense feelings that are so overwhelming that you can't even breathe? Like it's too much and too big and too strong. What do you do? Well, in this video I will explain how I did it and how you can do it too. Well, the first thing to understand is that it's completely normal to have these feelings. You're not weird, there's nothing wrong with you. After trauma, you will have these feelings because the experience is so intense. You don't know how to cope as a kid. So you put all of them in your shadow. And then when you're an adult, it comes back and it comes back and it comes back. And it looks infinite, but it's not really. It's just that the experience is so hard that there's so many feelings to handle, and over time it decreases and decreases and decreases. But it decreases only if you apply the right method and that you walk the path carefully, with consciousness and with determination. Okay? Because some people stay stuck for decades. We don't want to stay stuck for decades, and that's why I made this channel. We want to heal to completion without decades of therapy. Okay? I have healed in 5 years. You can heal too. Okay? So when these feelings come, it can feel like they're way too big for us. They're way too much to handle. But the truth is, there is way enough space in you to handle that. Way enough. We have this idea that we cannot handle these feelings because me as a person is too small for this immense thing. The thing is that you're not a person. A person is just imaginary. It's just thinking like identities. What you truly are is the awareness that is able to welcome these feelings just because you look at them, and it appears in the sky of your awareness. It appears in your presence. Okay? So it's not you who is feeling, it's life that is feeling through you, which is completely different perspective. So get in touch with this. You sense a sense of presence in you right now as you're listening, and you sense that your thoughts and feelings, they appear in a kind of invisible space. There's a space in you that allows the feelings to happen, right? And if you get in touch with this, you will see that you will see everything from a different lens, where you will feel your feelings from that awareness and not from the person that you think you are. And that's so different, because in most therapies they don't tell you to do this, and so you keep going over and over again, hoping that one day you will be able to welcome this, when it's actually shifting this perspective that can help you. You know, the sky here behind me is not worried about all the clouds passing by. Even if there's a storm, the sky is still there. It's the same in you. The sky of your presence is completely able to allow the clouds to pass, to allow the storm to pass. When we're in the storm, it feels like there's only this. And it's the same when I look at the sky, and if it's stormy, I will believe there's only the storm and not the blue sky behind. But actually behind is the blue sky. It's the same in you. When it's the storm like this, when it's intense, there's still the sky. There's still the sky allowing the storm to happen. And that's more fundamentally you. From that place of being the sky, being the space, being the awareness, you can welcome all of these big things. And it's gonna do fine. The second thing you can do is just do it bit by bit. Sometimes we want to handle everything at the same time, but just do it bit by bit. Just feel a bit of the feeling, and then another day another bit, and then another day another bit. That's how you heal. You know, when I healed my sadness, I had to cry over and over and over again. You can't heal all your sadness in one time. Changing your perspective of, I want to heal this big thing, from I will take just a bit, just sensing a bit, what is that? What is that big thing that is difficult to manage? What is that overwhelming emotion? Where is it in my body? You know, just take it bit by bit. Can I feel a bit of this today? Can I feel a bit of it right now? And just feel. Okay, sadness, you cry. Shame, okay, it's there. There's the shame. It's okay. You know. Another thing that you can do is grounding. Grounding yourself, regulating your nervous system. This is so key for overwhelming feelings. If it's overwhelming, it means your nervous system has difficulty digesting it. So what we want is to come back to stability. Going in nature, touching the ground, putting the hands on the ground, walking barefoot, doing grounding exercises, down our legs, feeling the ground, feeling the legs, breathing, breath work, paying attention to the breath, grounding in the body, feeling the body. All these things are very useful because when you're grounded, you allow your nervous system to soothe, to center, to work properly. And if you do that, it's going to be much easier to welcome the overwhelming feelings. It will not be overwhelming anymore. It's all about calming yourself down. But to calm yourself, you need to do this nervous system thing, these exercises, this yoga, this meditation. You can also initiate a relationship with your feelings, asking your feelings question and see what answer comes up. For example, if you feel overwhelming fear, you just go, hey fear, what's happening? What do you need from me? What are you scared of? How can I help you? And you just sit and you wait and you let the answer come to you. Maybe the fear will say, I'm scared of this person, or I'm scared of this situation, or I need love, I need care. Then you do that. You give the care to the fear. Just take care of it. You just reconnect with the fear, meet it deeply with your heart and say, it's okay. I am here. I see you now. I see you, fear. We are together, hand in hand with the fear. And maybe these emotions have very good information to share to you. You will understand more how you perceive things. For example, the emotion, the feeling can say, yeah, it's like the world is walking all over me, let's say. Then you go, it's okay. You look around, is the world walking all over you right now? No, it's not. So it's fine, you're safe, and show your mind how to step out of these negative beliefs. Okay? So having a discussion with the feelings, meeting the feelings as if you're meeting someone, like making a relationship with them, and stop resisting your experience. Stop resisting what you feel. It's okay to feel that. It's human. If you want to scream, just scream that out. If you're angry, just smash something, smash a pillow. If you're sad, cry that out. It's alright. You got this. Stop trying to control these feelings. They emerge in you. Just let them emerge in you. They're not gonna kill you. They're just gonna pass. They will be digested by you. Sometimes when we are not with someone else to hold space, for example a therapist, we can have the difficulty, we get stuck again because we don't know how to feel. And in these times it's crucial to practice just noticing the feeling. What color is it? What texture? What temperature? Where is it in the body? Just caring about it, allowing it to be felt, and not resisting it. That's how you heal. The real problem is the resistance to the feeling, it's not feeling itself. And the last thing you can do is to transform these feelings into something else. For example, I used to play a lot of piano to help with my sadness. It was a way to express all my sadness and my pain. And I will express that through music. Some people do that. You can do the same. How can you use this overwhelming experience to transform it into something else? Into art, into music, into a project, into something new, a new activity, how can you transform it? How can you use the feeling to ride the wave of the feeling, and use it to get somewhere, to do something, to be active. Use the sadness to paint something, paint the sadness. Use the sadness to create a new project. Use the sadness to meet some people that you've been resisting meeting for a long time. Use this as a motor, as a fuel. These feelings have a direction, they have a purpose. The sadness often wants to connect. It's a desperate attempt to connect with people, but we can't, so we feel so sad. So use that. And the anger is the same. It can be an attempt to set a boundary. So you're angry because you want to set that boundary, and you can't. So you follow that anger. And you train yourself to set boundaries with the anger. No, I don't want, And that's how you manage the overwhelming. You put it into something else. Not by escaping, but by transforming it. Or it can be the guilt. Stepping through the guilt and use that feeling to help someone so that they can release the guilt. You're doing nothing wrong. You're a good person. It's okay. With the fear, how can I use the fear to create something meaningful? How can I use the fear through my art? So yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you want to work with me, there's a link below. You can click. There's one-on-one mentorship. It's amazing. I will lead you to the deepest issues and help you resolve them. And you can also apply to the waitlist for the healing platform that I will create with practices, meditations, healing tools. You can access all of this. And this will allow you to heal between your therapy sessions, and on your own you will have everything you need to cover all the issues from sexual trauma. And the waitlist is basically so that I can send you an email when I launch the healing platform. And for the one-on-one work, you have some free calls that you can do with me first to try it out. And yes, that's all. So take care and be at peace.